stupid hammer. Throw thunder. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, who are you? Can you make this thunder hammer do thunder? No? Then you're no use to me. You know, if this thunder hammer actually worked, you wouldn't beat me. So fine, take it to Emerson. Let these guards arrest me. I'll be back. Nothing to distract the all-seeing eyes.
I heard we arrested Ius Maximus thanks to you. How'd I hear? Messenger grackles. Standard practice, really. I'll take this work of art back to Pablo Thunder. He's been real emotional about it. Creative types, right?
My fire kittens! 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, where's Taro? You only found her collar? I knew this was gonna happen. Charo's been catnapped. And I know who did it. My dirty, rotten scoundrel of a sister, Bernice. She's been stealing from me since the day she was born. She lives in a tastelessly decorated house up the street from mine with her blockhead husband, Larry, whom she stole from me 40 years ago. Gallant young wizard, will you do this old woman a favor and rescue my dear little Charo from my repugnant sister and her stooge of a husband?
Larry, you blockhead! You bought fancy security elementals who have destroyed my living room, but didn't lock the stinking door?
Oh, oops. Don't I get credit for braving the fire elf pandemonium to steal you that fire kitten in the first place?
Cheese and crackers, Larry. Write out a formal confession, why don't you?
Oh, okay. I can do that, dear. Where?
Oh, for the love of... This is my fire kitten. Just get rid of the stinking wizard already, you slack-jawed jackanape.
Yes, dear. You heard the lady of the house, meathead. We ain't giving Eleanor's fire kitty back. So get out or get hurt. I give up. You win.
Larry, you loser! This is why I can't have nice things. Go outside and think about how terrible you are.
But... Yes, dear. Sorry, dear.
As for you, give Eleanor her fire kitten back. The silly thing won't even come when you call its name.
Charo! My sweet and spicy little baby wavy. Thank you so much for bringing her home, wizard. Tell me, how mad did Bernice get? That'll teach her to send her beautiful clod of a husband to do her dirty work. My fire kittens and I are forever in your debt, friend.
What's this? Did that coward shell us send a child to fight his battles? Wait, you're a wizard child, no? Perhaps we can help one another. The Sleeper's timepiece allows its owner to control the nightmares of others. But I've been unable to master its enchantments. Care to team up? No? So be it. It's your funeral. But I warn you, I don't think you're going to like the underworld very much. Minions, attack! Ah! The Sleeper's timepiece was the death of me once. I don't need it ruining my afterlife too. Just pray Shellis never discovers its true value.
You got the Sleeper's timepiece back! Thank goodness Wormgus wasn't able to unlock its powers. Its value decreases with every use. Not that I'd ever sell this beauty. Of course, I might not understand its magic, but I do understand how dangerous it is. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done, Wizard. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go buy the biggest, heaviest safe I can find.
Hey, Wizard. I see you found my spell book. No, I didn't talk to Alistair. I should have known he'd be too smart to come here. Could be worse, I guess. At least I had these thorough reports on undead battle tactics, so I can handle the things in this cave. Huh? Oh, my parents sent me a package. You're right. Maybe it will cheer me up. Let's see. Oh, wow! Pet snacks! That'd be great! If I had tell you what, Wizard, you've been amazing ever since we met. Why don't you take these snacks? Just a small token to say how much everything you've done has meant to me.
So you've come for the scrapbook that belonged to Malister's wife, eh? Pity she caught that cold and died. Well, I won't allow you to have it. I will deny him any kindness after what he denied me in life. As for you, Wizard, prepare to join the ranks of the undead and serve me.
The scrapbook! Thank you! My cousin, she helped me move here, make friends. Now, this is all I have left of her. You are a good person, Wizard.
You hear a strange noise.
Welcome, student of the Death School. I shall now bestow some of my knowledge from the beyond upon you. Train well.
Congratulations on entering the haunted cave and learning from the Elder Seer. It is a tradition to seek it out in order to grow in power. I may make a death student out of you yet, but you have to really bone up on your studies. An old death school joke.
Young wizard, I have exciting news for you about gardening. Could you visit me in my classroom at Ravenwood?
Yes! Finally!
I hope you're ready for your next spell. Think you're up for it, wizard? You'll have to prove yourself in combat.
Alright.
Since you cannot perform combat here in Ravenwood, go see Kirby Longspear on Colossus Boulevard. I trust Kirby to rate your fighting skills. Find me. I want to show you something that's really cool with death spells.
Just did that.
Wizard, the Ravenwood professors tell me you're a prime candidate to learn about monstrology. Meet me in Ravenwood whenever possible.
Alright. Oh, this is turning out to be great. It's a very great start for today. Alright, let's go. Plus, wait, we also have to do KROKOTOPIA, right? Oh, right, alright. Let's first figure out, like, the gardening and maybe monstrology that she said? First. Let's go.
Can I help you? Oh, yes, of course. You're the one I was told about. I'm Principal Monstrologist, Gilda Burke. Thanks for coming. Headmaster Ambrose is allowing me to recruit talented and studious young wizards for an exciting new elective program, Monstrology. It's an ancient practice from my home world, Albion, and I've come to share monstrology throughout the spiral. So let's get started. The motto of monstrology is, know thine enemy. You'll learn to profile your enemy, extract their strengths, and use them to your benefit. We use special monstrological extract spells to enchant damage spells, which can then capture an enemy's very essence, or animus. An enchanted spell that deals damage will result in extraction of one animus. Plus, an additional animus is extracted with a defeating hit. Now pay attention here, because this is very important. To formally collect the animus you've extracted, you must win the duel. Once you've successfully collected an enemy's animus, their profile is added to your monstrology tome, so you can reference them at any time. There's much more to monstrology than that, of course, but I find 'tis easier to do than to listen. It's high time for some field work. Take this extract undead animus spell and use it to capture the animus of any undead enemy you'd like to profile. Well, almost any. Since you're new to monstrology, you'll want to tussle with a low-level enemy to maximize your chances of animus extraction. Start with the Lost Souls on Unicorn Way. Extract one Lost Soul animus, then return here, and we'll wrap up your introduction to monstrology.
As the professor of life magic, it falls to me to tell you about a wonderful new activity available to students. I speak of gardening. Students at Ravenwood can plant and grow amazing plants in their dormitory rooms or castles. Wizards of all schools can garden, so my hope is that every student will learn the joy of shepherding new life. There is so much to learn about gardening, and I know just the person to teach you. Seek out Farley in Gollum Court. He will explain the basics of gardening to you.
Aha! You've seen the signs, haven't you? Why, signs of the end of the spiral, of course. Peculiarities, instances of pure impossibility. You may not have seen them yet, but you will. The Gravulum Order has detected increasing numbers of Pecrons all across the spiral. Pecrons? Why, they're invisible micro-magic particles that exist and don't exist at the same time. In concentration, they create peculiarities. That's the theory, at least. The Gravulum Order is dedicated to investigating this frightening trend, and we need your help. Take this Gravulum badge and get a reading from the Gobblers on Colossus Boulevard. Do this, and we might even invite you into the Order.
Greetings, my little wizard friend. You look like you're in need of some learning, and I'm happy to oblige. And if it's not too much trouble, I'll ask you for a small favor once I've finished yapping. So, where to start? Well, let me tell you about how gardening works. It all begins with the tiniest of things, a seed. That's it, a seed. Do you have a seed with you? Surely you must. What's that? You don't? Oh dear. And we're off to a poor start. Tell you what, will you run over to speak to Blossom, the life tree in the midst of Ravenwood? Ask her for a seed. Any type will do. She should set you up with something to get you started. Be off then, will ya?
Good day to you, young wizard. What can I do for you? A seed? Farley sent you. A most unusual request, but I should be able to help you. A plant's journey of life begins with it as a seed. There are many types of seeds, each with a different destiny. With enough energy, you can prepare soil of your choice in your castle, if you have one, or a planter in your dorm. Then, you can place the seed into the readied soil. After a time, it will begin to grow. You can shepherd its growth through spells and other means of caring for it, creating an environment for it to thrive. I will give you a seed. Take it back to Farley. He will tell you more.
Oh, you've got that seed? Fantastic. I recommend you roll up your sleeves and learn something about gardening. Let's see what kind of seed Blossom saw fit to give you. Oh, what's this? A dandelion? That'll do nicely. After you've planted your dandelion seed, it starts to grow. From seed to seedling, young plant, mature plant, to elder. You can use a number of helpful spells to usher it along as it grows, keeping it healthy and happy. Take a look at the row of 4 dandelions to the side of you, and examine each of them. When you're done, come back and I'll bend your ear some more, if you've got the patience for it.
This is a seedling, the youngest phase of life for a plant. You will need energy to plant a seed in a planter or the ground. After a seed is planted, you can use plant growth spells on it to help it. Plants require some things to thrive and survive. Water, sunshine, pollination, magic, and even music. Plants that are cared for with spells to satisfy their needs will advance through the stages of life. Next, you should examine the young plant. This is a young plant in its next stage of life after seedling. You can observe your plant's growth visually and by using some simple spells. The plow spell allows you to remove a plant or dirt pile if you wish to do so. The revive spell allows you to transform a wilting plant into a young plant, ready to grow once more. Now you should examine the mature plant. This is a mature plant in the fullness of its growth. When a plant becomes mature, it can be harvested. You can harvest a plant by interacting with it. Each type of plant yields a different harvest. Reagents, pet snacks, gold, treasure cards, or more seeds. You can harvest from a plant as long as it's in its mature stage of life. It's now time to take a look at the elder plant. This is an elder plant. the final stage of a plant's life cycle. Many plants won't reach this stage. An elder plant can be harvested one final time with much greater possible reward. Once an elder plant is harvested, it disappears and cannot be revived. You should return to speak to Farley.
So, there you have it. Think you know it all now? Don't get carried away. I've still much to teach. I'm sad to say that gardening isn't all nurturing and happiness. Plants can be endangered by some very real threats. Take a look at the two unhealthy-looking specimens to the other side. Come back when you've seen for yourself what can happen.
This plant is wilty. It will die before too long if it's not taken care of. Plants can die if their needs are not met, or if they are killed by pests. Plants have likes and dislikes, things that encourage or discourage their growth. A plant's likes are things it enjoys being near. These can include other types of plants or gardening items. A plant will flourish if it is near things that it likes, while things it dislikes will cause it to become unhealthy. An important part of gardening is learning how to arrange your plants and create a healthy garden for them. You should examine the dead plant now. This plant is dead. Now all that can be done is to plow it over or revive it as a seedling. The greatest threat to plants are pests. Pests can infest a plant and hinder its growth. If pests are not eliminated, eventually the plant will begin to wilt and die. When a plant is infested by pests, it cannot be harvested, and growth spells will have no effect. To eliminate pests, you must use pest-fighting spells. To eliminate a pest, the spell must be of high enough rank. You can purchase pest-fighting spells from vendors throughout the spiral, or even win them as treasures. Farley can tell you more about how to get started gardening.
It's a sorry state to see plants doing so poorly, but it's important to know what risks there are when gardening. I think by now you've learned the basics of planting and gardening. If you've been paying attention, the seed Blossom gave you should be enough to get you started. I encourage you to try it out. You've already got the basic spells to care for your plant, and I can sell you additional spells and items for your garden. As you continue to garden, you'll reap the rewards in the form of harvests, badges, and even experience. I look forward to seeing you again with your newfound green thumb displayed oh so proudly. Best of luck to you.
Finally. Okay, now we can see if we can get our dorm room in order. Shall we? Yay! So I realized, actually, I think I put this rug in the wrong spot. It's not to this one, it was to that corner, maybe? Or no, it's this one. Oops. And back. Okay, so I put this in the wrong spot, so actually we need to move this, pick up here, and pick up here. He placed it. Advance. No. Can I retry this? Pick up. Objects. Rug over here. And I guess it does make sense, because then when you're going to the bank, you're also going up the staircase. I just knew it was by a window. Okay. Advance. So sensitivity all the way down. Left and right. Up. Forward, not forward. So there it's in the center. Check. And now we use the gardening and see that we can make a small area plot in the corner here without it saying no. Perfect. Right there. It's gonna take our gardening mana, I guess that's what it's called. And now we're going to raise this rug up every 4 count. And at every 4 count, we put another spot of dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And dirt. And we're gonna do this 8 times. Perfect. Now we're going to take, I guess, now that the rug is up here, you can see that how we're able to go up and down from this little section. We take the plank that we bought and we're going to use this rug as the guide for it. And if I can find, here it is, this platform, this is what he uses as the roof. If only I can figure it out. Maybe I think he gets rid of the rug first. So let's try that. Yes, he gets rid of the rug because he uses the patch of dirt. Ooh, we're still standing. Is it the patch of dirt or is it on the ground again as the guide? He places it on the ground and then uses that patch of dirt as the guideline for how tall the item should stand. Or we could turn it. Whatever preference we want. But just, oop, which fell. There we go. Make sure, see how it's aligned with the bottom one? We need it at the top. Down. Perfect. Okay, so that was our write-up. So we basically have an attic here. I need to buy a few more pallets, flat, whatever these are, so that I can get like the whole thing. Maybe I can make the whole thing a full room, but we definitely need a space to come back down. Perfect. Next, he also has a wall, which I don't have yet. The wall is to help us hang up tapestries, but to get the tapestries, we need our basic crafting table. The good thing about having the basic crafting table already from our, I forget her name, but from our crafter in Old Town, is that we already have it in our storage. So we can literally place it anywhere we want up here. And I think that I'm gonna keep, actually let me fix this just a little bit more. I want this to be like right up against the wall. Is it forward? It is. That way there's no room to fall. And then I'll put the table like over here maybe. Perfect. Oh, wonderful. Is this guy getting cut in the corner there? A little bit, right? Oh, well, he's fine though, right? He's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so in here now, I have to make the absolute dagger, so I should have enough for 2. No, I need cattails. We can do 1. Dang it, I need to take a little trip. I think to Unicorn Way. Be right back. Okay. Tapestries over here, wall hangings, there we go. Boom. So we're definitely gonna want the one from Bazaar. You need cuttlefish. You need this treasure card. You see like amethyst, nightshade, deep mushroom. So it's always good to get different things as they show up. Mistwood is for this one. I don't want the commons though, that one's easy. Maybe the dye shop would be good. The dye shop will be good. I definitely know the bazaar. So keep these in mind as we go through the world. We're definitely gonna need them, but obviously we can't get to them because to make this we have to be a novice crafter. And I think we need to do 2 of the quests from the lovely recipe shop holder here first before we can even attempt to make these. I think one more for me would be the hatchery. Okay. So onward to KROKOTOPIA.
Another wizard? A servant of the one called Malastair, are you? No? Oh, then perhaps you can help us. Malastair has been here many times, and each time he comes he raises more of the oppressive tots from their slumbers, seeking their knowledge. They must be stopped, or they will enslave the Mander people again. If you would help us, talk to the Sergeant Major in the Oasis.
What ho! Greetings, youngster. You must be one of those wizards from Wizard City. Sergeant Major Sylvester Quimby Talbot III at your service. Order of the Fang? I think I heard Professor Winthrop mention that name. He and his crew are still excavating when they should be evacuating. You'll find Professor Winthrop inside the pyramid. Perhaps he has some information that can help you. And please, try to keep him safe. Come in, watch your step. Things are amiss down here. You say you are looking for the Order of the Fang? As a matter of fact, I was just researching them when the Crocs came to life and attacked. When the Crocs attacked, my diggers and I had just found an ancient obelisk describing the Order of the Fang. We had to evacuate everyone. If only I could see rubbings of the inscription on the obelisk, I could learn more about the Order. Do you think you could make rubbings for me? You can find the ancient obelisk at the dig site in the Royal Hall.
Look there, wizard. Do you see that device? It's a teleporter. If you use it, it will transport you to other teleporters on this street. You can get where you're going quickly.
Can you believe it? When the Crocs attacked, my notebook fell apart and all the pages scattered. I can't leave this place without that information. My notes on the Crocs may seem like ancient history to you, but they may have some bearing on our present situation. Maybe they can explain Malastair's interest in this place. I think the charmed slaves picked up the pages of my notebook. Could you get those notebook pages back for me? My notebook pages! Thanks so much! Now, let me give them a good look. Oh, dear. These research notes need to reach Gordon Fleming right away. I'd better keep researching. I'll be safe, but rotten luck all the same. Could you take my notes to Gordon Fleming? You'll find him in the Royal Hall.
You've brought me Alfred Rothschild's notebook. Splendid! Let's just take a look, shall we? Ah, I see the urgency. Did you know the Tuts intend to invade other worlds with a huge army? Some dark figure has put them up to it. We had suspected it, but this is the proof. Thanks. I'll let the others know. We were digging in this area when we were attacked by menacing crocs. I lost all my equipment in the confusion. Could you go get my equipment for me? I have it packed in wooden crates. Those crates are scattered everywhere. Ah, wonderful! You found my crates. Thank you so much. Since you are so good at finding my equipment, perhaps you can help me again. I don't know where I put my inventory list. Would you search the dig site for it? I probably left it near one of the camps. My inventory list. Wonderful! You found it. Oh dear, now where are those artifacts I found? Bad news. Those artifacts were very powerful. If the Crocs took them, we could be in big trouble. Would you mind battling the Crocs until you get those artifacts back? I would appreciate it greatly.
These rubbings are perfect. Let me decipher the text.
Professor Winthrop studies the rubbings and grows frightened.
My word. The Order of the Fang was a secret group of croc wizards who wrote a book of rituals called the Croconomicon, the most powerful source of knowledge about life and death magic. The Croconomicon cannot fall to Malastair. Perhaps this order has something to do with the crocs attacking us now. Did Malastair put them up to it? While I was running for my life from the croc attack, I saw Beatty Narini take an ancient tablet. He's the leader of the crocs in this area. Beatty Narini must have the answers we're looking for. To reach him, we'd need a key to his chamber. Our fighting men are trying to protect our archaeologist. Could you defeat Narini crocs until you find a croc carrying the chamber key and take it from them? You found the chamber key. Well done. Our men here have their hands full fighting the crocs. The archaeologists are no help, I'm afraid. Can you defeat Beatty Narini in his chamber? Claim the missing ancient tablet from him, and perhaps I can find out how this madness started.
Yay! Leveled up and mount. One day... What's this?
Wizards unite! It's time everyone knows the key to defeating the forces of evil. Come see me in Old Town to learn more.
Level up. Oh, he's gonna talk to us about teaming up when we do battles with other people so that it goes faster and we help each other farm for things if we're looking for whatever drops a specific dungeon or person's going to have. This is mine, but this is what we got. Oh, we got a camel. But it's only one day. So I gotta pick a day when we're gonna be here like for enough hours to be worthy to ride on this thing. And any others that apparently get dropped from these. But this is permanent and this is also permanent. Like this. Yay! Okay. This is what he's talking about. You can do these team up button at the bottom. But we don't need it right now because we got Eric with us.
You are not worthy of standing before me, wizard. Fall to the floor. Maybe then I shall show mercy on you.
Ah, the ancient tablet. Now I can get the rest of the story on the Order of the Fang.
Professor Winthrop studies the ancient tablet.
The Order of the Fang oppose the evil Tuts. They planned to use the Croconomicon to put the Tuts to sleep, and we had to come round and wake them up. If only we had that book, we could set things right again. But where is it? I think the Order of the Fang still exists, hiding somewhere in KROKOTOPIA. I want to find them. They must know where the Croconomicon is kept. We've discovered a map room that might help locate them. Unfortunately, it's located through the palace. We can't get inside. My assistant, Malcolm Danforth, has been working on a way to enter the palace, but with all these Tuts about, I'm afraid for him. Please help him. You'll find him in the excavation room in the Chamber of Fire.
You're to help me find a way inside the palace? Excellent! As far as I can tell, the palace requires a keystone to unlock the door. My partner Robert Lancaster has been searching for the keystone. See if you can find him, while I see if I can't whip up some other way in.
My. There are crocs everywhere. I tried to venture out to find the keystone and ended up running for my life. Tell Malcolm Danforth I don't have the keystone, but I did discover that a piece of it is buried in the dig site at the Royal Hall. Say, could you do us a favor, being a wizard and all? Since we Marleybonians don't use magic, we don't have much effect against those fire servants. We've heard that once you defeat a flame servant, you are left with a small eternal flame. When our fires go out, this place is pitch black. Some of those eternal flames would come in handy. You have brought us back some eternal flames? Jolly good. I will not worry about the lights going out down here any longer. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks for that. Good show, that Robert. He couldn't find the keystone, but he did give us a way to find it. It's time to roll up your sleeves and dig into the dirt like a true archaeologist. We need to find that keystone. Please go to the dig site in the Royal Hall and search for the missing piece. It's probably just below the surface of the sand, so you may have to dig around some.
We need the hammers from some of the Cyclops to activate these obelisks. I don't understand the how of it, but they're magically connected. Excellent! Now we can activate these obelisks. All right, now that we have the hammers, place one near each obelisk. That should activate them.
Come closer, so that I may crush you.
Excellent work. The Cyclops should now be easier to handle with their leader out of the picture.
Wonderful! You have found the keystone! You are a true archaeologist, I haven't been twiddling my thumbs either. I learned they divided the keystone into two pieces in order to ensure the safety of the palace. Who knew? There's only one thing to do, and I'm afraid it's up to you. According to these inscriptions, the Narini Quartermaster has the final piece of the keystone. You will have to defeat him in combat and get it for us. Can you do that?
Please, good young wizard, help me. The wicked Tuts have enslaved my people. They use terrible magic to force us to work here in the pyramid. Please allow us to be free of their oppression. Help me break the charm. Defeat charmed slaves in battle so we might be free.
I see my men cannot take you down. I'm guessing you want something done right.
Thanks so much everyone for watching. We're gonna get through these last battles here. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye!